hearts, welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. Today we are going on a drive to Conesus Lake, New York. It is where I grew up as a teenager, so enjoy the ride.
She lied to you, she never grew up.
Yeah, okay. It is a warm day today. Look at those big clouds. This is Route 20, which starts in Massachusetts and goes all the way to Oregon. Beautiful sky today. It's a little warm, a little humid. I did walk today outside like 3 or 4 times. I did my Wednesday crafting Zoom this afternoon. And what else did I do today? I cleaned the kitchen floor, the bathroom floor, and one of the hallways. I go to Dillon's when I put the boys on the bus. I charged it was at 100. Because the last time when we went to Letchworth, it was a 2-hour video and it was dead at the end. So I figured I'm good. Stitching on my Haid Faces of Fairy 66, which was my second whip go piece for the month, and I've gotten quite a bit done on it. I'm starting on the second eye. The one eye is done. Now I'm working on the other eye. I started and read a romance book yesterday, and then I started one at 11 o'clock last night and finished it at 1:30 this morning. That one is a mafia romance. My dream car. road is still closed. Corn's growing.
Yeah, some of the fields are pretty tall.
Yeah. I can't wait for corn on the cob.
Yeah, it won't be much longer.
People are walking the trail. Farmers have been busy. Got some more hay.
Huh?
Said farmers have been busy, got more hay.
Yeah, wheat.
That's the wheat.
Yeah.
Again, this is still the way that I go to Dillon's when I put the boys on the bus. They're entering the town of Avon. Which is the school district that Carson and Blake go to. Up here on the left, if any of you, I don't know how what grocery stores carry it, but there is the Barilla plant, which makes pasta and spaghetti pasta sauce. And then to the right up here, it'll take you to Kraft.
Yeah, Kraft Foods.
Kraft Foods. Their plant. is a huge ass roundabout that was like the first roundabout till they started putting in new ones. But this one's been here since I was a little girl. But it's huge. And it's got a park in the center. Got the Avon Inn. I used to meet my friends there on Sundays once a month for brunch. They had a buffet for about maybe 2 years we did that. I did that with my friends from school.
I don't know, you wouldn't let me go.
I would. You were working all the time.
Excuses.
Mm-hmm. And the Avon School District's down here on the right. And I know some other states have Tom Wall's restaurant, and they were founded here. 1955. It was founded, and this is the first one that was built right up here. Yeah, it's the original one up here on the right. They have really good hamburgers. Homemade root beer. And it's always busy. Now, when I go to Dillon's, I turn here.
But we're not gonna.
But Scott says we're not gonna.
My car doesn't make right-hand turns.
It does so. So, I can still go this way to Dillon's. But I take that back road.
It's because she likes dodging all the deer.
Yeah, right. That road is full of deer. They used to have a big Indian on this corner. I don't know what happened to it.
Sold it.
It's a farmer's market. So again, this is the other way you could go when I go to Dillon's. taking that side road to go to Dillon's, it would come up here on the right, and then I would cut across this road, so I would make a left-hand turn here to go to Dillon's, and then he's the next road on the right. It's a cul-de-sac. So that's my trip to Dillon's. They took down the big sign. He decided he's not gonna turn.
Turn my fucking ass out.
The farmer's market there used to be a lot smaller. I worked there for a couple of weeks one summer. The boss was a drunk and was an asshole. I did not last long.
And she hasn't worked for me since.
You're real funny. To the lake. We're starting out at the north end, which is in Lakeville, New York. barbecue place. What's it called? Some Three Little Pigs, it's called. Barbecue. Then ahead you have pizza and wings and subs. Right now in Conesus Lake, nobody's allowed to go swimming because they have a lot of algae problems. That was the notification I got yesterday or the day before.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's a park. I'm sure they're out there swimming.
Vitale Park.
Yep, Vitale Park. You can park there, go swimming, picnicking, whatever. Then there's a restaurant here that's changed hands a lot. We've been there once or twice when it was another name.
Now it's called the Handy Restaurant.
It's called Galeen. What do we got behind us? A Porsche? And then over here to the left used to be a drive-in. Well, it used to be a drive-in. Used to hang out there with my friends, watch the movies. And we got a restaurant here and hotel.
JJ Leisure's.
Roadway Inn. They have really good food. So we're going down East Lake Road, which is the Livonia side. This is not the side I lived on. This side is like the worst side as far as traveling, because a lot of the times
Blind spots.
there's a lot of blind spots, and some of the homes are like right next to the road. So down in there, I don't know if you'll be able to see the lake. So I'm gonna have this out I don't know how that'll work. Right now you can't see the lake because the houses are down. You have to drive down in and they're all like dead ends. You'll get to other spots where you'll be able to see the lake a lot better. So if I go out the side window here, then you can see some of the lake. There it is. If you can see through here, the parking and the houses are like right here by the road. They have some of that on the other side, but not as bad. And they all have lake rights because they're right on the lake. It's just that. Those are all new houses all up in there. A lot of boats. A lot of boats out there. But yeah, see how close they are to the road? Someone's got their porta potty by the road. is like the shortest. Well, it's the longest point,
Side to
but
side.
it's the shortest to swim. And I used to ice skate all the way across the lake from my house to this side in the winter time.
Oh, you weren't doing the summer.
No kidding, smartass.
Well, I don't think you had to tell them it was during the winter time.
Well, I don't remember all that stuff either, all that storage.
It happens at your age.
Well, I don't remember that storage being there. It looks all new.
Been there for years and years and years. I just painted it.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember my name?
Nope. There we go. It's like... We got here short list acres
Charles.
general store.
Boat launch.
Yep, here's the boat launch. And the lake. I think you should win the lottery so that we can live on the lake or have a at least a summer cottage. What do you think?
That'd be nice.
See, I could have my cross stitch friends over. We can do a week of a retreat.
Good. I'll go on vacation that week.
So, you can buy your boats there. either.
Could have went by for all I know.
Well, it was almost like kitty corner across from where I lived. Got Conesus Lake Campground. See the water again.
Right here's parking lot, so it has to be right here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They're building.
Remember they're doing it and then they stopped building it because the people were bitching? People
No,
were
that was
seeing
on the
houses?
other side. That was by the beachcomber. I thought it was by the beachcomber.
I know they said they were adding on to it. Maybe it's just set up here. I don't know. See, no, they had parking on the other side of the road.
Yeah, I see that. I saw the parking. And I'm pretty sure what they were bitching about was over. They were building a house over by the beachcomber that was too tall, and so people that were living there.
Oh, I thought they had to do with the Conesus there because they're going to add on to it and stuff.
I don't think so. Lake.
I could be wrong. There's a first time for everything.
Mm-hmm. I think I've been to the Conesus Inn twice, so I don't really remember.
I went there. I know I went there for my charter truck.
Now we're at the south end of the lake. See, you would have been able to find it. It says East Lake Road. I used
That's
to.
the cold shores down there.
Yeah, I used to sell Avon, and my area was down this road. Lots of rich people. I did really, really well down there. Some of them were chatters. I would get in their house and wouldn't leave for an hour.
That's where you got it from, huh? Just asking.
Just keep driving. now we're turning onto Westlake Road, which is Geneseo School District, which is where I went to school. If we'd have turned left, it would have taken us to Dansville.
That's the inlet right there.
What? Yeah, the inlet. Is a restaurant called the Beachcomber, and I looked it up before we took off in the car, and it was turned into the Beachcomber. It was a store turned into the Beachcomber restaurant in 1952. It's had several different owners, but it has always stayed as the Beachcomber. Never been there to eat. I did babysit for the owners in the 80s, and whenever I babysat, I got to order whatever I wanted to eat from the restaurant. But that was pretty cool. There's a lake. Get over by where I lived, you can slow down a little bit, as long as no one's right behind you. The house I grew up in doesn't even look like the same house because they remodeled. They have a wraparound porch. They put all new siding up. Did not look like that when I lived there. I used to walk up and down this road at night, and my parents didn't have to worry about it. Visiting friends, hanging out with them, walking back home at night. So this is the Cottonwood area, and over here it's now a house. It used to be a bar restaurant, can't see it. And then this place here used to be a restaurant and a bar. It's now a house. But yeah, all of this, cool, look at that. I loved it here. So I grew up right here where this barn is, or the garage, I mean, right there. That was the house I grew up in. It doesn't look anything like it did when I lived there.
What are you trying to say?
It changed a lot. And over here on the left was a general store and gas station. No, it's all closed off. It's not there anymore. My best friend lived over here. So, yeah. We'd all walk to each other's houses all the time. Wouldn't think anything of it as a teenager. I was talking to my parents the other day about that, and they said absolutely not nowadays. Sometimes I've sent pictures to Danielle when I take the boys to Long Point Park when they go swimming. So we're going to pull in where the park is, but it's nothing like it used to be. It used to be a small amusement park. There was a penny arcade with all the arcade games. They had a hamburger and hot dog stand. They had a roller skating rink. They had skee ball. They had a few rides. They had a putt-putt golf.
Tilt-a-whirl.
They had tilt-a-whirl and a little roller coaster and
Carousel, nice carousel.
Carousel, but the place burnt down right after we got married. It burnt down. Well, the buildings burnt down and then they just took everything else out. Some rumors were that the owner set it on fire for
Somebody
insurance.
did.
Somebody set it on fire? Wasn't
Definitely.
it? I don't remember.
You know damn well it did.
In fact, my friends and I would even walk down here to go roller skating as long as we had a ride at 11 o'clock at night. So we always made sure we had a ride home, but we were allowed to walk down here. I think we'd walk at like 6 o'clock. But yeah, this is Long Point Park. This is where I bring the boys. I bring my Kindle and a bunch of food and drinks. And we come down here. The boys go swimming. They prefer Hamlin State Park instead of this because they're the only kids that are usually here. When we come down here, we're the only ones.
Just do a Yui.
Yep. He's waving. And then there's a picnic pavilion. There's restrooms. They have a couple grills and picnic tables. That's it. But I like coming down here. It's close
Here,
to...
look, going right across the road up there.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch... I don't know if you can
Can't
see them.
Shit.
Yep. So then we turn down here. We're still on Westlake Road. You got the lake. I would meet a lot of people at Long Point Park and the roller skating rink, and we would all meet up during the day. Sometimes I would give them directions to where I lived. They would come out on the boat, and my parents would let me just take off with people I just met and go out in their boats for the day, and never worried about that shit. Like, you can't do that now. I never did learn how to water ski. I tried it several times and could never get up. So I preferred riding in the boat. And over here was a bowling alley. I actually was on a bowling league in there. Oh, and Randy's fixing it up.
Yeah.
He says Dollar General wants to buy it.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Well,
There used to be a little...
come up with the right money.
There used to be a store in there too. Well, he's fixing it up for something. I don't know what. Ava's been posting pictures on Facebook. They went to the Thousand Islands last week. But, oh, and my grandfather, he'd bring his bike down when he came to visit, and my grandfather and I would take off on our bikes for the whole day and ride our bikes along the lake. There's one of the lake. Or sometimes I'd ride my bike with a friend to Lakeville. Oh, got an ambulance coming. Fire truck, something.
It's an ambulance. Donuts are done.
That's usually a fire truck.
No, usually cops. They got their lights on. Donuts are done.
But yeah, so I would ride my bike from where I lived all the way up to the north end of the lake where we started out, and we'd get subs at that sub place that I showed you. I miss living on the lake. I love being on the water.
You want me to take it back and drop you off?
Can we go back in time? And my parents, we moved there the day after Christmas of 1977, and they said, I'd asked them the other day how long it was that they moved out, and they said 18 years ago. Over here is a winery. They have really good wine. They have a cafe now, and they have an event center in there for weddings and stuff. But I've been in there a few times to do wine tasting. So that was the tour of the lake. We're near the end of the north end of the lake.
Which way you want to go?
I don't care, whatever way you want to. Over here to the right, it used to be a bar called Bojangles. I lived there like every Friday night and Saturday night. And then it was a daycare center, then a church. Now it says it's a boutique. We got mini hands over here. There's go-karts. They have good ice cream. They have food and all kinds of other stuff there. Oh, putt-putt golf. Used to go there a lot too. They're doing solar. They're putting in all the solars. Turn right, that's the way we went down to the lake. And if we turn left, that takes us back towards Dylan's place.
Yeah, we're going down Trip Hammer.
You are going down Trip Hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I forgot to tell you, when we drove by earlier, there's a restaurant here called, what is it, Fratelli's? Fratelli's. It's an Italian restaurant. They have good food. Just don't order steak because they don't know how to cook a steak. But this is Trip Hammer Road. So we're going home a different way than we came to the lake.
That way there you know there's more than one way to get to our house.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get to our house. And that signal light, when we came off the lake, if you'd have turned left, it would have taken you towards my parents' place. So we're not that far. We're only a few minutes from my parents.
And that's why we turn the other way.
No, it's not. The sky is so pretty today.
Well, thank you.
Why would you thank me?
You said my guy is so pretty today.
I said the sky.
Oh, I thought you
Not
said guy.
I did not say my guy. I said the sky.
I should have known better.
You're not pretty.
I said pretty. That's what Shelby used to say to Dylan.
I know. Dylan had a ex-girlfriend. We absolutely love her. She was always saying, Dylan's so pretty. She was always saying he was pretty. So see Danielle when you come up. We'll go hang out at Conesus Lake. We'll go to Letchworth.
She's going to do more stuff with you than me.
So when you booking your ticket? We can visit Deborah. We can go to both cross-stitch stores. Niagara Falls. Route 39. If we turned left, it would take you back to the town I grew up in. And then we're in the town of Avon. So this will also take you all the way to Avon in the town that Dylan lives in. And I believe Kraft is on this road, isn't it? Is it on this road?
You gotta turn off and go up.
Oh,
It's on
okay.
the side road, actually.
But we're not going to Avon. I don't think. I
No,
think
we're going to hell.
going to You're going down Fowlerville Road.
Yeah.
If I go to Geneseo to go shopping by myself for Walmart and Wegmans, this is the way I go. Only you'd be going the other direction. This is the way I'd be going back home. I don't know why I like driving this way. I like the scenery. very small town. They don't even have a post office.
Price of just got electricity last year.
They don't even have a little grocery store, which I'm surprised. But it is York School District, which is where Scott went to school. So we called them York Dorks, and the York ones called us Genezeros. Rivalries, you know. School rivalries. I did not know him when we were in school.
She says that's back in her glory days.
Yeah.
Then she met me. It's been downhill ever since.
That's not true.
Oh, you don't have to lie.
I'm not lying.
Say it with a straight face. See? Told you.
Well, it is this country. There's nothing special on this road. They put the loose gravel up last summer.
Not too bad.
I think the next time we do a car ride and I do a video, we should go past East Aurora or before East Aurora where all the windmills are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Half of them weren't working anyway.
doesn't matter. This over here used to be a restaurant, and they turned it into a house.
This is about Station 42.
Station 42. They had good food. Scott and I'd been there. That hasn't been a restaurant in a long time, though. Up there.
So I hear it back there.
I hear it up zebra says when you go over the railroad tracks.
What?
Because I forgot to do that to you. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity.
Okay.
And we're coming up onto Route 36. If you turn left, our vet's office is just down the road, just around the corner, really. What road is closed? Up ahead?
Starting 717.
Well, that was Monday.
Daily, not all the time, just daily.
Oh. So yeah, this is Route 36. It'll take us back to Route 20. This is also another way we can go to Geneseo, and my parents go in the other direction. And up here on the left, we have a brewery, and it's open to the public. They have beer tasting.
Microbrew, they call it.
Yeah, microbrewing.
Say that 3 times fast.
Microbrewing over here. And they have a pavilion set up and all kinds of stuff there. And during the weekends, it gets pretty busy. We're back to Route 20. If we turned right, that took us back to where we started. Turning left heads home. We got a Davis Trailer World over here. There used to be a bar on the corner. I think it burnt down, right? Did it burn
I don't know if
down?
it burned down or they just took it down. I can't remember.
I thought it burnt.
Maybe it did.
So we're on our way home. We're about 4 miles from our house. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you're ever in New York, Western New York, check out Conesus Lake. It is one of the Finger Lakes. See you guys all later. Bye-bye.